Hey everybody, my name is Ivan. I'm one of the co-founders here at Crowdcreate, and today I have a really awesome guest, Ben, Bitboy Crypto, one of the biggest crypto channels on YouTube, an awesome community, awesome fan base. I regularly watch your channel. I literally were watching your live stream yesterday and just calling out those amazing, it's crazy times we're in. But yeah, I wanted to hear from you. Just quick introduction. Tell us who you are, what you're all about. I really want to dive into, what makes you you in today's call.
Yeah, so basically, I have the largest exclusively crypto channel on the interwebs, as we like to say.
That's important to say because
it is everybody's. Well, there's a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers that were in other areas. They were life coaches, or they were, magicians or financial people, and now all of a sudden they're crypto YouTubers. So we've been all crypto ever since the channel started in January 2018, and it was very slow growing at first, but this year, I mean, the prices and then our channel also exploded. It's been really refreshing. We got the best community in all of crypto for sure. Though I don't think anybody would question that. So it's been a fun ride, and still looking to see how far we can go.
That's awesome. And I have to say, I've been interviewing a lot of other crypto influencers, and they all reference you. They're like, hey, that guy was one of the beginners. He was in it from the start. And actually, it's funny that you say that. I won't say any of their names, but a lot of them who did jump over, a lot of them actually were citing you as their inspiration. Oh, wow. So much more than just
and
that,
I have,
right?
Yeah, and I have no ill will against these people that, moved over to crypto. I think it's important for, people to get a well-rounded opinion on, cryptocurrency, but I would say you should be going mostly to the people that, if you haven't been around for a full 4-year cycle in cryptocurrency, then you're just not going to have the experience to be able to lead people in the right way, because a lot of people get caught up in the prices and the euphoria and, things going up and things like that. But, at the end of the day, we're all in this together to push the space forward. So no ill will towards those people. I like a lot of those people. I think that, it's just, we worked very hard from 0 subscribers to now where we're at with, all crypto content.
Yeah, it's so interesting because you were just chatting with Crypto and his, his channel, and literally you guys are saying, hey, we've seen this before. This has happened before. And unless you've been in the space and you've seen, the emotional roller coasters, but you've also seen the data change, that's another thing altogether, right? So tell me a little bit more about what made you get into it. Like what was the epiphany that brought you in that long ago?
It's the future. I mean, there's no question about it. So I was in Bitcoin very early in 2012. I bought my first Bitcoin for, or several Bitcoin for $12. Wow. I sold it early. I only made a few $1,000s because I didn't know what it was. And so in 2017, and I had followed it all along the way, but I wasn't like dedicated crypto at that time. And in 2017, I started doing the math on how much I should be worth. And I wasn't worth that. And so I just had this epiphany, it was time to jump in, because I felt like the opportunity had not passed by yet, because it was still so new and so early. So, it was really exciting to be able to, sell the shovels, as I like to say, kind of like Wells Fargo did in the gold rush. A lot of people know that story.
Sell the picks and the shovels.
Absolutely. So that's the education. We give everything for free away on YouTube, but, we also have sponsored videos and, investments and private sale opportunities and things, thanks to, the opportunities the channel has afforded me.
No, you're doing a great job. And I can, the quality of the content you're putting out there is awesome. I hope you didn't buy pizza with those Bitcoins, because, that's another story there.
Yeah, I know. Right. Well, I was buying a software that I needed for a business. So it was, it was one of these things, like I had to have it, I had to spend it. But, I just I wasn't able to see the opportunity back then. So, but I definitely did not spend 10,000 Bitcoin on a pizza. Or 2 pizzas from Papa John's.
Or 2 pizza, yeah. So actually, we work with a lot of projects. And one of the big questions they always have is, how do I work with influencers in a way that's organic? Because there are some influencers out there that would just talk about something and it's not really part of their actual investment portfolio. And like, how do brands work with someone like you and from a very organic place? What would you advise brands here?
Yeah. So, I mean, we've certainly gone through quite an evolution on my channel from what we used to be able to cover to what we cover now. We turn down 98 to 99% of opportunities that we get offered. And there's no money amount. I mean, I had someone offer me $1 million for a review and I said no, because it wasn't what we wanted to cover. So I think that you got to make sure that who you're going after is lining up with, what you do. Like, if you want to go after an influencer that talks all Bitcoin, well, you don't want to, bring an altcoin to them.
Yeah. Bring it to Jimmy Song.
Yeah, exactly. Take it to Jimmy Song. So, yeah, well, if you take an altcoin to Jimmy Song, you're going to get quite the thrashing. But, I think, looking like for us, like we're heavy in NFTs. We have been for, ever since last year. And so, NFT projects we like to work with. So, you got to think about what is your business and what is your model, and understand that the best opportunities are going to be when it is organic. Now we certainly have done sponsored videos for coins that we don't own in our portfolio, but that's because, we own hundreds of coins in our portfolio, but we don't own thousands, or, whatever the case may be. At some point you can think something has value and has potential and not necessarily have it in your portfolio. And a lot of people would say having it in your portfolio creates conflict of interest, but it's just a new space. And, we're trying to figure all this out. And I think a lot of people have this idea that it's about money, that it's about like, well, if I just offer more money than this other company, then this person will agree to it. But it's not like that at all. I mean, when you're in the crypto YouTube space, is very lucrative. And so it's not about money or someone offering more. It's about like, how does this line up with what this person's message is? And so that's what we really try to focus on. We work with some companies where we've charged them hardly anything. Like we've gone way under what we would usually charge because it lines up so much with what we like to do. So that would be my suggestion, is making sure the person you're talking to, lines up with your message and your business.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know, even just speaking from myself, as we work with a lot of these companies, it's the pairing that really makes the magic, because you can have someone that's, a lot of times, sometimes the influencers themselves have been using or own some portfolio, and they're just happy to be a part of the, part of the mission. So that's cool.
Absolutely.
So what's your favorite token that you're watching? Like what's on top of mind? I know there's a bajillion things besides just the big, Bitcoin, Ethereum, but like, what's exciting for you right now?
Well, for me, I mean, I am such a fan of I'm such a fan of like censorship resistance. I hate censorship, and I know on YouTube that's something we're going to be facing at some point. So one project I work with, I'm an advisor for, unpaid, by the way, unpaid advisor for, is SoMe Official, or SoMe Social, actually.
Nice.
And so they're a social media blockchain that is censorship resistant, and you're going to be able to put anything you want on there within reason. They have certain terms of service you agree to when you sign up. Like obviously you can't put like obscene stuff on there or whatever, but the fact is your message and your opinions or political opinions or opinions on whatever are not going to be censored. And so they actually have a utility token coming out. The current token ONG is going to turn into a governance token. That is one that is launching on CardStarter, which is a Cardano launchpad.
Wow.
That's one I'm really excited about right now. We're going to, get in on that sale and look to see how that does. And so that's one I'm looking at right now. And of course, like, I know it's a big one, but I mean, I sure do love Ethereum. So I got an Ethereum shoe right here behind me.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, that looks like the Ethereum diamond over there.
Yeah, this is from a company called Blockchain Kicks.
Oh,
and
man.
they actually have some that are NFTs that are shoes. So pretty excited about these. I don't know if I'll ever wear them because I don't know.
You can't. It's an NFT right there.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I love Ethereum, and I have for a long time. And once again, it aligns with that same message. Like I love the idea of censorship resistance, and Cardano, Polkadot, Ethereum. They're working on decentralized Web 3.0, or the Ethernet, is I'm calling it the Ethernet now, right? So,
actually, I've never heard of that one. I always hear
I just made it up. I made it up last week.
Ethernet, I like that.
Yeah, the Ethernet. So that stuff we're excited about. That stuff that gets me going. That's what I'm passionate about in cryptocurrency, other than just making money. Because if you're just in this business to make money, like you're not going to last. Like certainly would have been here, 2.5 years through a bear market. So.
Yeah, and if you were just here for the money, if you made your money, you'd be gone. So it really kind of shows like, hey, the people that are really sticking around. It's interesting because one of the topics on our upcoming conference is DeFi security and Web 3.0, because it truly is on top of mind as more and more people getting into it, right?
Absolutely. Definitely.
Awesome. So what's next for you? What's the next step for Bitboy Crypto? I mean, your channel is continuously growing.
Yeah.
Like, what's the evolution? What's next?
Well, right now we just bought a 30,000 square foot building. So we're going to be moving in there in the next 2 weeks and building more studios. And then actually right now I got to get off this call and we're starting our second daily live stream. So it'll be at 5 o'clock every day, Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be bringing in other YouTubers and content creators kind of in the format of Around the Horn on ESPN. If you guys have ever seen that before, it's basically where we get opinions from, the morning show. You're going to get perspective news, or you're going to get news, you're going to get information. And then the afternoon every day, you're going to get access to different opinions and perspective on what's happening in the market. So really excited about that. So that starts right now. We're about to go do it.
I like that. You can see where your passion is, because like you're not just focused on one, that you're growing it. So tell me more about that channel. How can people follow you? How can people learn and watch that live stream? Tell me more.
Well, the show's called Around the Blockchain. It's going to be on my Bitboy Crypto YouTube channel, and you can find access to all my socials. I'm very easy to find. Just search Bitboy Crypto and you'll find us for sure.